Hello Afternoon Express, my name is Caleb and welcome into my home. My favorite thing to do when I'm not in the kitchen, then I'm out here playing basketball. When I'm not playing basketball or cooking, I love to draw a lot. The moment we've all been waiting for, the cooking. We are going to be making flap crunch. The ingredients in this dish is avo, eggs, honey glazed bacon, bacon is in the oven, flour, milk, vanilla extract, and I think that's about it. So we are going to start by making the flapjacks.
What do you call this again?
Flap crunch.
A flap crunch. Really good.
Welcome back to the Afternoon Express Kitchen, Mzansi. And if you would like to cook along with myself, as well as Caro Alberts, a TV presenter and chef, then you definitely need to head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for the full ingredients list and the recipe. Now, Caro, we're on the second part of our cook-along today, and we started with something very savory, and we're doing something a little sweet.
Yes.
What are we making now?
We are making chocolate granola with lovely stewed strawberries and like a beautiful mint, honey and vanilla yogurt.
That sounds amazing. In South Africa, like we said, you can go to afternoonexpress.co.za for the full ingredients list. So this granola is a bit different because you've got some strawberries and we're not using them fresh.
No.
We're actually going to cook them down.
Yes,
All right,
absolutely.
So what do you need me to do on my side?
Just hull the strawberries.
Okay.
Hull is such a terrible word, but it basically just means take the green off.
Okay.
And then you can halve them and put some honey and vanilla and pop in the oven. Pop in the oven for about 15 minutes.
Okay,
Yes.
so what is the whole idea? Are we cooking them down to a basic mush, or are we just keeping them still?
No, you want to keep their shape. You just want to make them lush and shiny and sweeter. Caleb, I'm going to show you how to use a knife.
Okay.
Just so, there's a claw, so you don't hurt your fingers. So you make a claw. You hold the knife steady with your first two fingers over the blade, and then you cut down. But if you're cutting these herbs, you can actually ignore the claw. You can just put your fingers on top of the blade and then chop down, okay? Show me how you do it. No finger under the blade. Okay, no finger under the blade, finger on top of the blade.
I hope you're also watching South Africa because Caro's giving us some very important tips here. We don't want our little ones cutting their fingers while they're cooking with us.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No, can I help you a little bit? Yes. Fabulous. Okay,
Caleb,
so I'm keeping...
I'm terrible with separate lines.
Caleb, what's the one lesson you've learned from Caro about food and cooking? Besides knife skills.
Never burn your food.
That's very important because I guess it defeats the purpose of the cooking if it burns, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, Caleb, there's your herbs, and now you can do the mixing.
Okay, so what is Caleb doing on his head?
Caleb is making our lovely yogurt. So he's going to take the chopped mint, and then he's going to add vanilla bean paste. Look at the beautiful speckles in there. And he's going to add some honey and some lemon rind. I'm going to start with the granola here.
Okay.
So I've got beautiful popped brown rice. You can get this from any health shop. Even like some of the main supermarkets, they have that. And then I've just got some oats. I'm adding here.
Okay. Is there a reason why you're using the puffed rice specifically to any other type of ingredient?
So puffed rice is it's just nice. It makes you think of like Rice Krispies, and it's also gluten-free, obviously. Oats are also gluten-free, but then you have to buy specified gluten-free oats.
Ah, okay.
So it has to say on the box gluten-free.
Okay, perfect.
You can use my little spatula here to scrape that out. No waste. Great. We don't want to waste anything.
Okay, cool. So he's basically mixing up that yogurt
Yes.
that's going to be going into our granola. And one thing I've noticed here is that we've kept the theme of the honey. So honey, in this instance, we've not used a lot of it, but you're just needing it for that additional sweetness, right?
Absolutely. And I like cooking with honey, but only local raw honey because it's healthy. It's got antibacterial and antiseptic and antioxidant qualities to it. But you can use a syrup. If you're not like health conscious, you can use sugar. You can also use xylitol syrup. Perfect. Now you can actually, thank you, I'm going to use this. And now you can just mix it. So yes, you can, and you can actually leave the honey out, but in the granola. Okay, Caleb, I need you to mix that together super well with your special stirring powers. Thank you. Okay, so yes, any sweetener that you prefer. Honey is important in the granola because it actually helps it stick together.
Okay.
But with the strawberries and the yogurt, you can leave it out. I'm also adding coconut flakes for crunch, and I added some cocoa because I like chocolate granola. I'm adding some vanilla essence or extract and a little bit of oil. I actually like making this with coconut oil or olive oil, like a good quality South African olive oil, but you need that little bit of fat to make it crunchy. Did you do it? Oh, you must put lemon rind in.
And so it wouldn't be a problem with the pungent flavor of the olive oil, right?
You know what? The honey and the cocoa actually masks the olive oil flavor, so it's actually fine.
Okay,
yes.
perfect. And I see I'm using strawberries over here, and the one other thing I know that we could use, because strawberries go very well with basil, so I could even replace the mint with basil, right?
Absolutely, and there's beautiful basil right over there.
Perfect.
It could be delicious.
All right, so what's going to happen now? So you've got your granola over there that's been mixed, and I know you put in some pecan nuts, but what other elements could we
You can add
put in
mixed
there?
seeds, seed mix.
Must I do the whole thing?
Yes, you can do the whole thing. And hard work, it's hard work. Beauty is pain, nice food is pain.
True, very
But
true.
it's totally worth it.
It is very worth it.
You can add macadamia nuts, cashew nuts, walnuts, any nut that you like. Definitely cranberries would go deliciously in here. Yes, that's, yeah.
I think the one thing South Africa is probably most interested in knowing, because I'm interested in knowing, you're cooking with Caleb today.
Yes.
But you've cooked with a whole lot of other chefs. If you were to choose between cooking with a well-established chef and Caleb, who would you choose?
I would like to have both in my life.
Okay.
What did you say?
Probably a well-established, whatever.
A well-established chef. No, Caleb, I love you too. No, I love both. Like, I love, actually, Neil, Anthony and I have cooked together a lot. And I love cooking with him because I always learn something new. But then I love cooking with Caleb because I get to teach him something new and he gets to teach me things too. So,
and I'm sure he's very honest, because the one thing I know about children is that they can be very honest.
They can.
So if a dish is not the one, he'll definitely let you know if
absolutely.
it is.
The best.
Be bitter.
Yeah, no, then stop. So you always stop with a lemon, you stop when you reach the white because the white is bitter. So you just take off the top end.
So must I still do the...
You can stop. You can stir that through. Well done.
Well, South Africa, I hope you've got your kids cooking along with us, because these lessons that are learned today are not just for the little ones, but for us as well. But I'm very interested, Caleb, to know, you've been cooking with Caro for quite some time. Does this mean that you're going to become a chef one day?
I want to be a scientist. Probably not.
Why?
Because I like dinosaurs.
That is so interesting. Do you think dinosaurs actually did exist? Do you think they're still...
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite dinosaur?
A velociraptor.
He makes good noises. He makes dinosaur noises.
I think we'd like to hear that.
Think quickly.
Okay. And which dinosaur would that be?
Raptor.
Can you make the T-Rex, perhaps? That's actually quite scary, South Africa.
Okay.
That's very awesome. So what do we do now? You put the granola into the oven, it's baking up?
Yes, and I have one here that I made earlier, and then I've got a lovely plate here.
That's good.
That's perfect. You can pass that to me. We're going to plate this up. So you can just use a pretty plate and then add some of this beautiful yogurt that's full of flavor. Food is all about flavor. And then you've got those lovely, you've got some pre-roasted ones here for me. Hey.
So I'm just putting these into the oven. What I've got in here, we've got some honey, we've got some strawberries, I've got some mint that I've chopped in there, some vanilla essence as well. And like we mentioned, you could put basil if you want to. You could even use any other fruit. I mean, we've got strawberries today, but you could replace it with any other berry, right?
You could use any berry. You could use some peaches, some apple. I'm actually going to go with your little basil tip here.
Perfect.
And just plate that up. And oh my word, that is a gourmet breakfast. Looks great, eh?
That looks very much...
Do you give me like a thumbs up?
That's a double thumbs up.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I think that's it.
Okay, South Africa, that is the end of our second part, and I think that dish looks very good. It looks amazing. Well done, Caleb. You did so well. And South Africa, if you want to get the recipe details, do make sure you go to afternoonexpress.co.za, because we've got so much more coming up.